Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffanystarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. It is the beginning of a new month. I cannot believe how quickly this year is flying by, but at the same time, it has felt a little bit like a drag at some points, but we're speeding up, Pisces. I feel like my life is speeding up, your life is speeding up, so I really want to dive in and ask what is going on for this entire month. It may be a little bit of a broad message, but we're going to use the Lenormand to try to unpack like the big themes for this month and what it is that you need to know about what's going on in your life during this month. What are going to be some of the big, I would say big game changers, those types of moments for you, what to look for. So let's tap in, Pisces, and let's wish and hope for a wonderful October. I do feel like a lot of change is on its way in for you at this time. So embrace it, embrace delays, embrace setbacks if they come through, because there is going to be that final push forward. These last 3 months are pivotal. All right, let's tap in. You have crossroads and bouquet, sun and lily. You have tower and birds. You have ring and house. You have bear, heart, and tree. You have fish, letter, and the moon. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the ship. All right, Pisces. So it looks as though October is going to be a month where you finally complete some difficult tasks. The big themes here are crossroads, the tower, which does not mean the same thing as the tower in tarot. Tower in Lenormand is about official structures, hospitals, lawyers, isolation. Like it's a little bit more of like a completion energy, ending energy, but it's not like a tower that falls. A connection in regard to like a family or home situation, your health, and also money. So kind of a couple of different things coming through, but they all could be very much so intertwined. So what I'm seeing with the crossroads to the bouquet is that whatever kind of crossroads that you've been at for a while, and this has been something that has taken some time for things to get sorted out, you're finally going to receive some good news or receive some kind of information that makes you smile or makes you happy, brings you some joy after a very difficult decision. You may not have even been fully aware of how to make this decision, or this could have been a decision made on behalf of you by someone else. Maybe someone in your life is coming up with their own conclusion, and finally you can move forward. But I do see good news coming in. That is also going to prompt you to, just want to kind of pep, like you're going to have like a pep in your step. I see you with the sun to the lily, finally feeling like, okay, harmony is being established in my life again. I'm seeing you taking walks, getting outside. With the weather cooling down, a lot of us are more apt to do things where we're getting together with friends or family, doing outings and things like that. I am seeing travel here for a lot of you with the ship as well. So you could be going somewhere, going on a small trip, getting together with those that you love. But I feel like there's a lighter energy that kind of comes in after this decision comes. You may be celebrating, going out, doing something with people that you love. And finally, there is a conclusion to all that energy of isolation that you've been feeling. There was something that was keeping you stuck, maybe mentally, physically. You could have felt very isolated, but all of a sudden your world is coming back to life. There's a lot of people that are showing up, a lot of conversations, phone calls, emails, texts, and you could just be in this energy of like, wow, like finally I'm getting out of this isolated energy and I'm moving forward with my life. Whether that means I'm finally getting back out and I'm enjoying the sunshine, I'm enjoying outings, I'm doing stuff because it's October and it's finally time to socialize, or there's been a lot of conversations going on about something that you've been dealing with your health or with the legal system, or maybe with an official structure in your life. Could be a lot of back and forth combo, but it's all leading towards good things. With the ring in the house, I do see you also focused on a relationship that you have within your family, and that could be affecting you in so many different ways. Some of you are going to be walking away from this connection because that's where that crossroads brought you. Some of you are going to be deepening and strengthening a connection. Some of you could be working towards getting engaged or married, improving a relationship, spending more time together with family. And also, I do feel like there could be some family conversations that come up, some deep conversations about where has the time gone? Where are we all at? Maybe catching up and debriefing on where your world view is kind of shifting, because I feel like people are going in different directions right now. With the bear to the heart to the tree, I feel as though you've been fiercely protecting something that you love, and Mama Bear energy came up a couple of days ago. This could be a child. You could have been focused on their health. You could have been also focusing on your own health, but I do see that there is an emphasis on protecting, growing, loving something that you have been tending to or caring for in your life. Also, if this has just been you taking care of your finances and keeping those grounded, I see that you've been putting a lot of work feverishly into a career or feverishly into a project that you've been working on, and you're going to start seeing results. There's going to be this rooted energy about what you're working towards, and I do feel like Spirit is going to show you that hard work is paid off. If you've been putting extra emphasis into your health routines, into eating better, dieting, going on those walks potentially, maybe if your social battery was empty, now you're going to be like, okay, I'm working towards being more social. I'm working towards getting out a little bit more. If that's just getting into your community and not having one-on-ones because you're very isolated, Pisces, that's okay. You might just need to get out and about and even converse with strangers. And then we have this really interesting energy here, which I like, which is the fish and the letter. I see you receiving some kind of news, whether this is an email, a text, a phone call, something in the physical mail that tells you that you have received some kind of success, some kind of money, some positive news. It could be in regard to your health because the moon card is here, but there is something that's been emotionally wearing on you for a while and it kept you in a little bit of a darker energy. It's really one of the only dark cards on the deck. Or maybe around the full moon, there could be this message that comes through that says, okay, this situation is finalized, this situation is done, these are the results, things of that nature coming in around the full moon. So I would take into consideration that around October 6th through the 10th, you may receive some information, and that may actually help you to move forward with your life if this ship isn't about physical travel. I know one of you said you're coming to California. That's where I am. So welcome to my state. But definitely there is movement. There is some kind of traction that we're feeling, maybe a little bit of turbulence because the water with this ship looks a little bit all over the place, but you are going to be moving out of an energy where things maybe were elusive, hidden. You weren't sure how things were going to pan out, and then boom, you receive some really good news around the full moon that helps to speed things up. But I do see a lot. So health, good news about a crossroads that you were at. So a decision that you're making with someone else. I feel like more so them that they finally made a decision. And also spending more time with families and friends, focusing on family and connections and where those are going, and receiving something in the mail or receiving news around the full moon about money. So really cool energy, Pisces. Let's tap in and we'll pull your typical deck, your typical layout for the month of October. What is our big current situation? Spirit, I know this is a lot to ask in one card. Well, we got a few. We got the Six of Swords and the King of Swords. All right, Pisces. So this is kind of illuminating that same energy where I feel like this month is going to be a lot of notifications, messages, conversations, and final notices or like decisions being made. Okay. So Six of Swords, you could be traveling, but also this is an opportunity for some information to come in that is going to help you move out of a tricky situation. I feel as though this could be nothing but auspicious. Nothing but positive news that's coming in, because this person is headed towards a rainbow. So there's this refresh, there's this energetic release, there's this cleansing. Rain could be significant, rainbows could be significant, but you are moving out of this like muddled energy into something more positive because of some official news, some type of communication that's coming in. This seems to be from a higher level official, or from someone who is an expert in their field. I don't expect this to necessarily be for every single Pisces, but there could be some of you who could be just receiving information from an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra that is going to help you move forward. You could also be having a conversation with this person that helps things to get unstuck. Your challenge at this time? Quite a few cards. So this deck is talking. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So Pentacles and Wands, okay? So I feel like the challenge right now could have been things with your finances moving a little bit slowly during this month. And you were waiting on news maybe of where that money was going to come from, how things were working out in regard to maybe some money that you spent. I'm seeing looking for a return on your investment, looking for the finalization of maybe a sale of a property, or hearing back about how things are going to move forward for you for a job. So I do see you kind of clutching your pentacle, hoping that more was coming from this. And I do believe that after a long awaited battle where you had been waiting for news, that Page of Wands comes in and is going to relieve you of this burden. So it looks like the struggle is nearly over. You just need to trust that Spirit is bringing in the right situations, the right people to connect with you and to bring you news and to deliver this outcome for you so that you can see where things are headed. I do see you headed towards the sun. I do see good things happening. Slow and steady wins the race. And it looks as though this is some type of news connected to another person that you are in connection with. So the Lovers could be a job, like a contract. So this could be you and a boss, you and a hiring agent. This could be you and a business partner, you and a romantic partner. But there is going to be some news that finally starts to trickle forward. And I think a couple of videos ago we were talking about like, okay, once you receive the news of things moving forward, it's going to be a couple months, or it's going to be a little while until you can receive all of the compensation. So I think you're going to start to see that move forward. That's been the big energy lately, is something stagnant finally moving. It's been a very painful, slow process, and it's finally moving. I'm seeing like the train is just taking off from the station. Strength at this time for Pisces. You have the Seven of Cups. So I see a clearing of illusions. I see a clearing of confusion. And I also see that with whatever news comes in, there is going to be this opportunity for you to make a decision and have options. So where you maybe have felt limited, maybe you felt stuck, maybe you thought there was only one way that things could go. Whatever is communicated to you is going to give you options. And I also see you moving your money around, maybe into different accounts, or looking at your different investments. But you do have quite a bit going on. Streams of income could be significant, where there could be multiple ways that you're making money. You don't have all of your ducks in a row, but you also don't have all your eggs in one basket. So you're kind of just winging it right now, Pisces, and I love it. Working on your creativity as well. Area of focus for you. Queen of Swords. And then on the bottom of the deck, I have a Tower. So I think you are expecting kind of a volatile situation to erupt. But because your month didn't show a whole lot of volatility in it, I really do feel like this is not necessarily happening to you. There could be this conversation that comes up, a person who tries to bring some drama into your life, you shedding some light on their situation, and a Tower coming in. But I do see it as a result of karma coming into this person's life. So when you see the Queen of Swords to the Tower to the Wheel of Fortune, that is literally saying like karma is here to affect somebody in your life, Pisces. I think what your spirit team is saying is this is not really going to be something you're going through. It is coming up as your area of focus, but I think you need to understand that whatever you have just gone through, massive test completed, massive karmic situation over and done. Yes, there is some sadness here. I'm seeing the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords, where there may be someone who wants to kind of come in and fight, but they may not even talk to you because they don't really want to talk to you anymore. The devil energy is here, so you're overcoming a toxic connection, and I feel like they're walking away or feeling the need to kind of just abandon the situation altogether. So you have garnered a lot of confidence at this time, Pisces. I'm seeing a new version of you that's peeping through. You are letting your spirit team fight your battles. This is no longer about you trying to force a situation. Again, you have a lot of things that you're focusing on. You have other things to be worried about over this person. And I really do feel like with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here, you have a lot of power. Sorry, I hit the camera. You have a lot of power, Pisces, that is being given to you and coming from people around you who really have a say in the way that your life is going to move forward. I do think that you need to get ready, though, for whatever that tower is. Be kind, but be short and sweet. I don't want you to engage too much. Keep your boundaries up. All right, near future. Month of October. The Emperor. Status upgrade. Power. Resilience, and definitely a feeling of being grounded. I think whatever happens here, this is that sun to the lily kind of energy where I just feel you really being in flow. This is also that bear to the heart energy where you protected something fiercely, and I think you have a lot of reward for it. This could be a big win for you coming in, Pisces, and you feeling on top of the world, feeling very strong, feeling very empowered, feeling like you've protected what you needed, your resources being in alignment. I think this is beautiful energy. Recent past for Pisces. That's too many, Spirit. A lot of cards coming out all together in this deck. All right, Six of Wands came back out. So we have success and victory showing up in your recent past. So those of you who have been waiting on this to finally come through, though, I feel like the energy is there. You may not even know about it yet. You may have been in this Hanged Man energy, still kind of waiting to receive news, but there's already been success declared on your behalf, Pisces. I think the news just has not yet reached you, or maybe that person in their mind has made a decision, but things on paper haven't been done. But you are about to receive news of recognition, of something positive playing out for you. Really good news, success, and a difficult battle over. Advice. Some of you are also going to be more in the spotlight. I'm seeing you receiving, notification of a job well done for things that you have already completed. They might just be coming into you just now. Advice is the Five of Swords. I would really err on the side of caution when coming into contact with whoever this person is who's walking out of your energy. They may want to come with a last fight, a last conversation, a last blow. But I don't even think it's worth having the fight because a decision has been made on your behalf, Pisces. You are no longer attached to the situation. I feel like there's someone who still wants to fight you, who still wants to negotiate or argue. Maybe they even want to go around that King or Queen of Swords energy that's showing up for you. But your spirit team is saying do not allow this person to disarm you. You have already made a decision. They want you to feel trapped. They want you to feel stuck. They don't want you to move forward, but your angels have already started working the situation out for you. You do not have to wait in the wings anymore. It's not worth it to continue to delve into the past. And I feel like this person cannot let you go. And even though they're being told they need to leave you alone, they still may come with one last ditch effort to cause a ruckus. But I don't even feel like you're going to pay them any attention. Like, There's nothing left for you to say. I feel like going no contact might be the best for this situation, or referring them to talk to a third party and that third party talk to you. All right. Environment. Two of Cups. So this is definitely a month filled with connection. So remember how we talked about how you might be talking with family, you might be working on a relationship, you might be going out with friends. So your environment this month is full of a lot of friendship. It's full of engagements, parties. I myself will be going to a wedding. So you could be doing something similar, traveling, doing something that you love, but I do see your environment is full of people. So I also want you to think, Pisces, right now might be a really good time for you to kind of pull back your energy a little bit if you feel like you're doing too much socializing, because you've kind of been isolated, and all of a sudden October brings out brings out the sun for whatever reason. I'm not sure astrologically why that is. But there's going to be an energy where you're going to be around a lot of people. You're going to be doing a lot of socializing and engaging, and you may need to kind of, guard your energy, watch yourself, still making time for self-care, but relationships are definitely going to be important. I do see you maybe getting drinks or dinner, catching up, watching movies, revisiting old times, seeing people you haven't seen in a really long time. All of that's coming through. All right. Hopes and fears for the month of October. You have the Fool, the Strength, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is beautiful, Pisces. This is telling me that something beautiful, something really, really beautiful is coming in for you. After a period of waiting, having to have courage and faith that you would receive whatever this is, I do see a really lucky opportunity comes in towards you. You took a risk. You took a leap of faith. There was something that you put into action, I feel like months ago. And finally, after waiting so long, Pisces, and being worried and having fears about when will this cycle end? When will the culmination be? That's that Tower energy where things are coming to a close. There is a lot of chatter and communication coming in, but you will be receiving that new beginning. Things are ending for someone else, a new beginning for you, a new portal that you're walking through, and a financial reward for many of you as a result of walking through that door. Beautiful, beautiful energy. King of Pentacles, you're going to be looking good, Pisces. I feel like your finances are going to be improving this month as well. Even if just minorly, you're going to see some sign of that. And potential outcome, final outcome for the month of October. Six of Cups. Your inner child is going to be healed so much this month. I see you taking your power back, not just in the way of the Emperor in the near future, which you do, but also there's this inner you that is going to be so proud of the leaps and the bounds that you make this month, that you are going to look back at this month as it being a game changer for the way in which your life begins to unfold. There's massive inner child healing going on. I feel like this is going to be the month where you finally see that you took care of your inner child. You protected him or her by not engaging in conversations that you didn't need. You're spending time with family and friends again, which you have been needing. You're receiving some kind of recognition and success for work that you've done or something you've put out into the world. You have fierce protectors, spiritual and in the physical world, that are vouching for you. Your money is doing better. You're feeling more in command of your life more than ever, Pisces. I see somebody where with the Seven of Pentacles, you have put a lot of hard work into healing that aspect of yourself. And maybe you haven't seen it in your physical world yet. And then October comes and you begin to see like, oh, this is where that sun energy is coming from. Like, with the bear, this could also be you healing that inner child, like ferociously protecting yourself. being the person that you wish that you had when you were younger, who could stand up for you and do what you needed to do. I see you also with the Seven of Cups and having all those different avenues that you could be expressing yourself or treating yourself, the travel that you're taking. There's a lot of healing that's just happening on so many levels. It's not linear. This is a month where I think you're going to enjoy. You're going to maybe laugh, cry. You're going to see people you haven't seen in forever. There's a lot of nostalgia here, reconnecting with the past, sitting down with family. But also, there is an energy around you where you are sticking up for that child who needed a voice. You're being a voice to the inner child and you're helping to heal that child. Slow and steady wins this race. And I think also, by not choosing to engage with people who are bringing you down, you are going to show yourself that you are so worthy of all the joy that's trying to come in. So let's pull a couple of keywords for the month of October. I saw release on the bottom. What do we have for Pisces for the month of October? Ooh. We have adapt, and it says you will get yourself where you want to be. Listen. Be alert. The soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. So a lot of conversations are happening. A lot of change is happening. You're going to have to adapt to the changes in your world. Your guides are helping you to make the right decisions and choices. Play is significant with the fairies showing up. You have share. It says the busy bee should still make time for each flower. So share your gifts, share yourself with your friends, and don't get bogged down in work to the point that you just are completely wiped out this month. Maybe pull back a little bit if you can on working so hard. You have already worked very hard, Pisces. This is a month of reaping reward. Present. So you have journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. So they're saying live in the present. But you also may need to retreat. It says never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. So if you are hanging out with a lot of people doing a whole lot of things, take some time to yourself. Radiance. People are going to be really looking at you and what you got going on in your life right now. It says keep your head held high and follow the sun. You have the weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. So I see you being very intolerant to somebody that's trying to come into your energy. Do not let them. Like, you are winning and they need to accept it, and they don't need to bring any negative energy. They're going through a tower in their own life. You didn't get a tower in your monthly outlook, okay? They have to deal with their own issues. Wallflower, it says look for the crack in the concrete to find your way out. So you will be getting out of a difficult situation. You're going to grow against all odds. This is beautiful. I like this month for you. It seems a little bit like a wild card month. Grow. All flowers must grow through the dirt. So it's going to be a month of a lot of growth. You have beauty. Dare to be tender and strongly vulnerable. You may be focusing on your beauty and on your health this month, on more self-care this month, on having fun and like smelling the roses. You have dream, have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. So that's also just soft life energy, and relax. Delight in powdered gold sunshine. So get outside if you can. Forgiveness will be huge. I do feel like you will have a conversation or talk with somebody you haven't talked to in a really long time. Be understanding that other people around you are going to see this glow about you, this radiance about you, while they're going through their own drama fest. So continue to be kind. Continue to be the best version of you. Step into this power that you so righteously deserve. And get ready for a month that allows you to heal that inner child and to be the best version of you that you can be. It's going to be a really, I feel like, self-affirming month that a lot of the work that you've been putting in over the past 9 months starts to pay off in this 10th month. And 10 is a month of completion, Pisces. So this is the end. And I feel like November and December are where you start to really see the catalyst energy of your life begin to take off. So Super excited for you. Happy October, and I can't keep waiting to read for you, so I'll be back here again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys then. Bye, Pisces.